I'm going to be sharing a breakthrough testimony of mine, and this is something that I've always wondered as a kid, and I finally got to a point where the Lord was able to explain this to me, and I want to share it with you guys because I feel like it might touch somebody out there. So growing up, I had my dad just look at me in a different light. So that was not really who I am, and he never took the time to actually get to know who I am. And I used to find it weird because I'm like, why is he not trying to understand the person I am? Why is he so hard at heart? And I stumbled across Romans 9, and I want to share a piece of what he revealed to me. So in Romans 9, well, to sum it up, it explains how God has the will to do as he pleases. And along the read, there's a section where it talks about God letting certain people's hearts to be hardened, and Pharaoh was the example that God used. And in the story of Pharaoh, it led to God's will being able to be fulfilled when the Israelites were taken out of Egypt. And I want to attest to say that I've seen God display his glory in my life, because the way that my father has been towards me growing up, it taught me to learn how people can be in the world. Because if my own father can view me in that way and can treat me in that way, then nobody becomes an exception. And it just taught me to depend on God more, lean on God, and have God be my father, and have God renew my mind and mold my heart, and give me confidence on who he has created me to be, because I live for an audience of one, and that audience is Jesus, and so do you. As you read the book of Romans, you actually get to understand that the amount of free will that God gives us. We have the will to stay the way that we are, and we have the will to change. But my encouragement to you is that whatever you're going through, however people may be viewing you, don't even let that rule your mind. Root yourself in the Lord and who he says you are. You're here to fulfill God's plan. You're not here to please man. The word says that the fear of man is a dangerous trap, and you don't want to trap yourself in a cycle where human opinion weighs more than godly opinion. He has a different story written out for you. So what other people say is what they say. Like, you can't change how they're going to talk or think, but you can change how you view yourself and how you're going to walk in your journey with the Lord. Jesus loves you, and I know that he loves me too, and we should never forget that.